is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please like, subscribe, comment and share. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll come up with a new topic for the next video so you can tell me what you think and I can include some of your guys' thoughts in the next video. Yeah, so okay, this video is gonna be really hard. This video is about my weight loss journey so far. It's really hard because I'm actually going to show you guys some pictures. I will save the video for closer to my surgery. So okay, so backstory. If you are new, I am going to Thailand in a week. So next Friday, a week and a half, I'm going to Thailand to get plastic surgery, to get a arm lift, a tummy tuck and a thigh lift. Yeah, so yeah, sorry, it's just really hard because it's very embarrassing for me. Yeah, no one sees me naked and stuff like that apart from my girls. Like, you know, sometimes my kids walk in the shower. My son doesn't, obviously, because I've taught him, you know, girls and boys, when we need different privacy and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's going to be very embarrassing for me because I will show you guys some photos of my loose skin slash, you know, excess fat that I've still got on my body. Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of history. I was born in New Zealand and I went over to Australia when I was about three. There's a lot of arguments between, well, not arguments, but my mum thinks I left when I was 3, my grandparents think I went over when I was 2, so there's a bit of confusion, but so I'll say 2.5, let's just meet in the middle. So I was raised with my grandparents in Australia and I was very spoiled. I was very, very spoiled. I didn't have to worry, you know, like there was no set feeding time. Like I could just eat whatever I wanted and eat whenever I wanted and as much as I wanted. So yeah, and because I would ask for fatty foods and stuff like that, so I was brought up with really bad eating habits. So yeah, and my grandparents, that's the way they show love, is by spoiling you with food and feeding you, and you know, everything that we do in our family is revolved around food. So I was brought up with really bad eating habits. By the time I was 14, I was my heaviest weight. I was 130 kilos. Sorry guys, I totally forgot to have a look to see what that is in pounds. But I think it's like roughly, because I think it's 2 point something pounds per kilo. So I'm guessing it's like 260 pounds. Close to 300 pounds, somewhere around there at 14. I'm very new at creating videos, so I'll insert a photo up here, or yeah. So yeah, so as you can see, I was quite big from a really young age. I was not sporty. I would do everything to try and get out of sports at school. I was the class clown, so that's probably why I've got a personality. No, I'm only kidding. Yeah, so yeah, those photos are really, really embarrassing because apparently I used to get teased a lot. I do remember some of it, but apparently I got physically teased sometimes, like bullied. I can't remember it. I think I blanked out a lot of it, so I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. And there's traits about my personality that I think are linked to that. Yeah, I might talk about that in another video. But anyway, so when I hit 16, I lost a lot of the weight. I probably went down to 90, in the 90s, you know, 95 or something like that. So I was not skinny, but I had lost a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight to have lost. That was like 40 kilos right then and there. Okay, and then my weight fluctuated, and every single pregnancy, for some reason, I would just put on weight. Like, I just continuously put on weight, and I would, so when I'd get pregnant, I'd balloon up, I'd put the 40 kilos back on, I'd go up to like 120-ish mark, somewhere up there, and then as soon as I had the baby, like my son, I lost the weight gradually. It was pretty slow. It was really, really slow. I got back down to, I think 91 was my lowest after having him, and then because there was a very short gap, actually no, I lie, I lost the weight pretty fast because I got pregnant about when he was 6 months old. So yeah, and by then I had gone from 120-ish down to 91, so I did lose the weight pretty fast actually. And then yeah, I got pregnant with my second child, and the weight came off pretty fast as well, again because I was breastfeeding with her. I breastfed her for 3 months, and I was a little bit more active. I didn't have a car, so I would walk everywhere, and I was on a very low income because I was a solo mum again, and blah blah blah. The rest is history. And then yeah, so oh sorry, when I got pregnant with my daughter, I ballooned up again to like 120 after going down to like 91. Ballooned up back up to like 120, had my second child, and I went down again to the 90s. Like, I've always, that was where I was comfortable. That was, you know, where I would sit all the time. Like, I could just not get past that weight. And then I got pregnant with my youngest. I think the lowest I got then was, oh, after my second child, the lowest I got then was 80, I think it was 86 kilos. So I got down to 86 kilos. So, and that was like where I couldn't shift today. I just couldn't move. I was happy that I got out of the 90s, and then I got into the 80s, and then I met my daughter's father. So that was like about 3 years later. I got pregnant again with my youngest, and then I ballooned right up to 118. Well, actually, I think it was 120 when I was pregnant with her. Gave birth to her, and as soon as I remember, I stepped onto the scales after having her, and I was 118 kilos. And yeah, and it was really discouraging. I moved like 5 hours away from where I lived just before she turned 1, and then that is when I started pretty much my weight loss journey. So it's been what, 6 years now since she's been born, nearly 7, and I've been able to maintain the weight and lose a little bit more. So currently I'm 76 kilos. Yeah, and I do have a little bit of excess skin. I will show you guys some more photos here of like me kind of slimming down. Yeah, and then yeah, so, and it's really, really embarrassing because when I was in primary school, I think I was, oh gosh, I must have been like only 11. Oh no, 11 I started high school, sorry. I must have only been about 7, and I remember we had to do, or 7 or 8, we had to do this thing where we had to weigh ourselves, because our teacher was trying to teach us how to divide, like do division and percentages, and we had to find a certain percent of something. So she thought it would be a cool idea for everybody to weigh themselves and find, I think, like 5% of our body weight or something like that. So we weighed ourselves, and I was 80 kilos when I was like 8. So I'm actually smaller now. I weigh less now than I weighed when I was 8 years old, which is really, really, really bad. Like, this is the lightest I've ever been in my whole entire life. And, you know, I joke with people and say, no, I've never ever been skinny. You know, my skinny days was when I was a baby, because, you know, I was only, what, like 3 kilo when I was first born. So, but literally, like, those were my skinny days, because I've never known what it means to be skinny. So this is the main reason why I want to get surgery, is because, well, one of the reasons is because I still have the fat mindset. Like, I know I'll show, you know, here's a photo of what I look like now. And like, as you can see, I'm in the middle. Like, well, to me, I look fat. I still look fat, and I just, because it's all the excess skin, and it's kind of demotivated me because I've worked so hard to get where I am, and I just cannot, you know, looking in the mirror, I just look the same, and I just feel like, you know, like I went down in kilos, but I still feel the same, and it's really hard to stay motivated when you feel like you're doing all this hard work, you know, and eating healthy. And I was going to the gym 5 days a week. I used to even run, like, that's how I lost the majority of the weight. I ran 10Ks every single morning. It would take me an hour, and I think I got it down to like 55 minutes. So I was pretty good, and then I started going to the gym because I got a lot of loose skin, and I thought, you know, weight training would help me tone up, but it didn't. It so didn't. It just made me even looser. I mean, I guess in the photos, you know, I could have more loose skin, so maybe it did help. But yeah, I just got really discouraged, and lately I've been unmotivated as well because a lot of stuff's been happening in my life, a lot of stress and turmoil, and it's just, you know, I got really sick. I got blood tests done, and because I was fainting a bit, I think it was in between when I've started filming and now, so it's like I mentioned that I was sick, so I was actually fainting and getting really, really lightheaded and dizziness and stuff like that, and I had to take a week off of work. So I went and got blood tests done, and I found out that my hormones are all over the place and also my thyroid hormones are not dangerously low, but really, really low, so I need to get more blood tests done. So that could explain why, another reason why it's hard for me to lose weight now, which is really weird because I did lose a lot of weight, and then all of a sudden it's really hard for me to shift anything. Like, I don't go to the gym anymore, but I don't eat as big a portions as I used to, and I try and watch what I eat, and I am losing slowly because I think when I started filming I was 80 kilos, so I've lost 3 kilos since then, but I think most of it was when I was sick because I wasn't eating. Like, literally, that's what I have to do. Like, I have to starve myself to lose any weight, so it really, really is annoying. So this is why I'm going to get surgery. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's just really weird for me because I'm not a person that likes to, you know, talk about myself and show off. So, like, for me, showing everybody my stuff, I don't know, I just feel a bit cringy. But yeah, so that is the bulk of my story. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just, it's a touchy subject, because I'm so insecure about it. Really, really insecure. Like, you know, I always wear long sleeves. I always have to I don't wear shorts because I hate my legs. I absolutely hate them. They're just so thick and chunky and so much cellulite. It's freaking disgusting. So I'm always wearing jeans or really long maxi dresses. I always have to make sure I wear loose fitting clothes to cover my stomach. And a lot of people do say to me, they say, you're not that big, because you know, they don't see it. They do not see the excess skin. I wear clothing that suits my body and flatters my body shape so that you can't see it. So I kind of trick people into thinking that I'm smaller, I guess. I don't know. My friend did mention that she thought I had a form of body dysmorphia, which, you know, it kind of makes sense because, you know, like I'll go shopping and I completely forget what size I am, and I'll go for a bigger size, or I'll pick up like the size that I do wear, which is a 14 New Zealand. I don't know what size that is anywhere else. I did try and have a look, but I think it's like a US 10. I don't know if that's correct. I could be wrong because I've never bought clothes in America. But so I'm pretty average. Like, for my BMI, I'm a little overweight. Like, I think I'm only like a 0.1 overweight. So, you know, I'm pretty average really for my height. Yeah, but my friend, yeah, when back to that. Yeah, whenever I go and get clothes, I'll get a size 14 and I'll be like, no, that's way too small. So I'll get like a next size up and then I'll try it on and it's too big. So I do size sort of fit a size 14 down the bottom because my legs are so big, but I can fit like a size 10 to 12 up top. I've got broader shoulders. Don't know if you can see, but yeah, I guess my camera, the angle that I use probably is not the most flattering. But yeah, so that is me, guys. I think I might talk about prepping for surgery and stuff like that maybe in the next video. So let me know what questions you've got. If you want me to incorporate more of my weight loss story, let me know. Ask me questions, because you know, I would rather tell you guys stuff that you want to hear rather than ramble on about stuff that no one wants to listen to. So please get involved, get commenting. Let me know what you think, guys. Honestly, like, I really enjoy interacting with the people that do comment on my page. So yeah, so I'll leave it there, and until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.